morning, Quadcopter 101 here, and today's shout out goes to Neil. Neil was first to say first in one of my recent videos, and thus wins this shout out, so congratulations. Good morning, Quadcopter 101 here with a review of the new XKJ K60 Pro folding GPS camera drone. Now, before we go any further, I always forget, and I'm going to do it right now, is to show you the carrying case this comes with. This does come with a very nice carrying case. I always forget to show this, so I'm putting it in the beginning of the review right now. So there's its carrying case. Okay, now let's go on to the drone. Why am I interested in this drone? Why would I be reviewing this drone? This is a beginner's GPS camera drone, folks. Meant for beginners, not really meant for serious photography because of the camera is not true 6K like it's advertising. We'll go into that here shortly. But what's special about it is its weight. It weighs 249 grams, folks. That means this does not require registration in most countries, which makes it easier for beginners to get into the area. They don't have to go through the procedure to get registration, get their drone registered. They don't have to worry about it with this particular drone in most countries. Okay. Additionally, what's this drone have that's special? It makes it easier for beginner flyers to fly. It has GPS built into it. Okay. That enables this drone to hold its place automatically in space. If you let go of the controller, it will just hover. Or if you press a button, this will come home and automatically land itself where it took off from. It'll also automatically come home and land itself if it loses signal from the controller, or if it's on low voltage of the battery, it'll also come home to you. So that makes it easier and safer for beginners to fly this particular drone. Additionally, the drone has an optical flow sensor in the belly of the drone. This is a camera that looks directly below the drone and uses the image that it's seeing to automatically help maintain its position in space without the need of the GPS. So you can actually hover indoors automatically with this particular drone. It also has brushless motors. Okay, let's try to remember what these are. These are brushless motors, folks. These are powerful, very powerful motors, and they're also help improve the durability of these motors. These don't fail normally in most cases. They're much more durable, so you should be able to fly this drone a lot longer than, say, with a brushed motor drone. Okay, which are much less durable. Now let's talk about the camera. It has a camera that's attached to a single axis gimbal. Now this gimbal is not stabilized, folks, but it does you can automatically position the camera up or down remotely using the remote controller. It does swivel up or down, but again, it is not stabilized, so you will see some buffeting from wind. As the drone moves around, it won't maintain a level position such as from a stabilized 2-axis or 3-axis gimbal, or even those with electronic image stabilization. Now, this is advertised with a 6K camera. What does that mean, folks? The actual sensor on this camera is a 1080p sensor. Okay, it records video to your phone. There is no SD card on this, SD card capability with this drone, by the way. I'm going to mention that right now. But it records via Wi-Fi to your phone 1080p video at 25 frames per second frame rate. Now, why are they calling it 6K? Well, it also records 1080p stills to your phone, but it takes those 1080p stills and uses its app, which is the HF GPS app. The app automatically enlarges those images. It's called interpolation to 6K resolution, which in their case they're advertising at 6144 by 3456 pixels in width and height. Okay, now that electronic interpolation does not improve the video. Okay, it's still going to look like 1080p pictures. I'm sorry, not the video, pictures, but it's been enlarged to have stuff in more pixels into the photograph. Okay, sorry about that. Again, there is no actual improvement. Okay, it's still going to look 1080p. In other words, so that is kind of a false advertisement. When you're seeing a lot of these 6K drones, they're just using interpolation, using their app to electronically enlarge photos, normally photos, not the video of their images. Okay, I mentioned it does not have an SD card. Now, what's bad about that is I am going to expect to see some frozen frames, some frame dropping when we go fly this, okay? Because, again, it's recording to your phone via Wi-Fi, and Wi-Fi is not always dependable. Okay, so sometimes we're going to lose the signal from the drone, and when we lose signal from the drone momentarily, we are going to lose images from the drone or frames, video frames from the drone. So expect to see choppy video, in other words, with this particular drone. But again, it's a beginner's drone. It's not meant to be a professional camera drone. It is not a professional camera drone. It's a beginner's GPS learn to fly drone. And with that in mind, its price is relatively low for a brushless GPS drone. I believe it's around the $100 price range, and that's the reason why. Okay. Now, other things about this particular drone. It has a predicted control or a predicted range of 1,200 meters. Now I doubt that that's FPV video range, folks. I really doubt that because there is no repeater built into the controller to amplify the video that's being received. What it probably means is this has 1,200 meter control range from the controller. I don't know how you're going to fly 1,200 meters because you're not going to be able to see visually from the camera at that range, and you're not going to be able to see the drone in the sky either. So you can fly it out, but you're not going to be getting video from the drone at 1,200 meters is what I'm trying to say there, folks, too. Okay, let's go over other things you get with this. Now, this is available with 1, 2, or 3 batteries. I recommend if you are interested in this drone and you want additional batteries, buy them when you purchase the drone because they come bundled with the drone. These particular batteries are 7.4 volt, 2200 milliampere hour batteries. They are predicted to give the drone 30 minutes of flight time. One thing about this battery, it is charged, or a couple things about this battery, it's charged via a micro USB port right there using provided USB cables. When you charge this large battery, I recommend using a wall charger to charge these big batteries. Don't use your laptop USB port because that just doesn't have the oomph in most cases to charge these larger batteries. You'll be waiting a long time to get them charged. Use a good 2 amp wall charger and that should charge these in a reasonable amount of time. Well, I'd say within a couple hours at least. So that's the batteries. Did I forget anything about the batteries? Yeah, one thing I did forget about the battery. These are hard to get in and out, folks, so be careful getting them in and out. And they do have a little clip that you have to press right here, depress before pulling them out. So don't try to just pull these batteries out without pushing that clip, or else you might break the battery. Okay? That is the battery. Now let's talk about the capabilities of this drone with its app, the HFGPS app. Now I mentioned you will be able to see video from this drone on your phone using the HFGPS app. However, you are going to need a phone with 802.11 AC Wi-Fi to use that app. Not all phones have 802.11 AC Wi-Fi. So before you purchase this drone, I strongly recommend that you first check that your phone is indeed capable of using 802.11 AC Wi-Fi. And to do that, all you need to do is Google search your phone's name along with the terms 802.11 and the term specifications, and then see if 802.11 AC shows up in the search results for the drone. Okay? Let's go over also with that app, the HFGPS app. In addition to Follow Me, you also be able to use Circle Me, where it'll circle position, and Follow Me, which will follow you. This drone will automatically follow you. And along with Waypoints, waypoint flying, you select points on a map, and it should be able to go to them. Okay. Okay. Other things you get in the box, you get the user manual, which is actually reasonably well written. I could understand it. It goes over the drone very well, along with a short instruction manual for the HFGPS app on how to use the HFGPS app and where to download it through Google Play and the App Store. Other things you get in the box, you get 2 USB cables to charge your battery and charge your controller, which I'll go over here shortly. You get a spare set of propellers for the drone, and you get a little Phillips screwdriver for removing those propellers and replacing them when you need to. And finally, let's go over the controller. The controller has a built-in 3.7 volt battery that you charge via a micro USB port here using that one of those provided cables. And it has little extension handles on the bottom here, and it has 2 antennas. Now, this antenna is fake. There's no wire running up inside of it, but the one on the left actually does have a wire running up inside of it. So this is a real antenna, and this is how they get that 1200 meters range, I'm assuming, on control range through the controller. Okay. Other things on this, it has this little lever here comes up, and you put your phone inside there to hold your phone so you can see the video from the phone and use the advanced features of the app. Additional buttons on this. This is your throttle. This is your yaw, where you can turn right or left. This is your roll, where you can tilt right or left. And this is your pitch, so you can pitch forward and back. Additional buttons on this is your on-off switch here. And then you see the LCD screen here, and I'm going to talk about that here shortly. You can turn the GPS off on the drone if you want to fly manually by pressing this button here. This button here does automatic takeoff, or if you hold the button down for about 3 seconds, it does automatic emergency stop of the drone. So be careful pressing this button. You know, if you want to do an automatic landing, don't hold this button down too long while this drone is in the air, or it will drop from the sky. So be very careful with this automatic takeoff. Actually, I recommend doing manual takeoffs and landings by just moving the throttle to increase, the takeoff and land this particular drone. Other buttons on this drone, this button here is for doing a compass calibration, or not compass calibration, the gyro calibration of the drone. To do that, turn on the drone, connect it to the controller by moving this throttle up and down, and then pressing this button, and that will calibrate the drone to help maintain level flight, particularly when you're using optical flow. This button here is for activating compass calibration, and I'll go over that out in the field. That's very important for ensuring that the GPS is operating properly. This button here is for activating automatic return to home and landing. You press that once, and the drone will fly back and land where it took off. This button here is for activating headless mode. I'll talk about headless mode when we go out and fly. I'll actually demonstrate it once. And this is for taking photos and videos. A quick press of this button here will activate the photo, take a photo, and a long press will start the video recording. And when you land, do that again, a long press, to stop the video recording. Otherwise, you will lose your video. So it's always very important to stop video recording before turning off the drone. This scroll wheel on the left here adjusts the rates of the drone. It enables you to fly the drone faster. You can go from beginner rate, very slow, intermediate rate, a little bit faster, and max speed by here and there, 2 beeps. Let's see, 1 beep, 2 beep. It only sounds like it has 2 rates. Well, supposedly it's 3. But I'm only seeing 2 rates on here, so they might be lying in the manual. And this button here is for moving the gimbal up or down, the scroll wheel here. So you can move that camera up or down if you wish. Okay? And finally, I want to go over the LCD screen, very important. The LCD screen shows telemetry information from the drone. Okay, that shows signal strength of the drone, GPS status, whether you got enough enough satellites to get a GPS fix, and whether the GPS is on or off. Battery power of both the controller and the drone. Mode 1 and Mode 2 means that right now I'm in Mode 1, which would mean I'm flying an optical flow, but once we get sufficient satellites, namely 8 satellites or more, when that turns to 8, that 0 turns to 8, then this will switch to Mode 2, indicating we are in GPS mode. Additionally, it also has telemetry of the height of the drone and distance to the drone from its takeoff point. So that's the controller. So that's what you get in the box with the XKJ K60 Pro. Let's take it out into the field now and see how it flies. So hope you enjoy this flight. Good afternoon, Quadcopter 101 here, on a beautiful afternoon here in Erie, PA, with the review of the K60 Pro GPS drone. Okay, to start this up, we need to turn it on first. And the way to start it up, turn it on, is there's an on-off switch on the top of it. You hold it down until you hear the chirps of that chirp there, and place it on a flat level surface, like so. Now we got a little bit of a breeze, not much today, but every once in a while it comes up at about 6 miles per hour. But turning on the transmitter, and you bind the transmitter to the drone by going up and then down like so until you hear a beep, and then we check to make sure we get both transmitter and receiver battery signal. Okay, notice I am using a rubber band, folks, to hold my phone on here. My phone is somewhat of a thick phone, and these phone stands they put on these controllers generally are for thin phones. Mine don't fit most of them, so I have to use a rubber band. Okay, we have connected the drone or the controller to the drone. Now I need to connect my phone to the drone's Wi-Fi, and then I need to open up the app. So hold on, folks, while I do that. Okay, this is the HF GPS app available on Google Play and iTunes. Now, before we open up the app by hitting that sky view there with the sunset, we want to go down in the settings first, folks. Clicking that gear icon, and then we want to hit the resolution setting. And the reason why I want to show you this is right now it's set to 6K. I don't believe in using that 6K interpolation because there's no advantage to it. Really, there's no advantage. In fact, you know, it's probably going to slow your phone down if you are using that to interpolate photos up to 6K resolution. So what I am going to do is select 2 megapixel. Okay, that'll make it much easier on my phone because, you know, this is going to transmit 1080p video or 1080p photo, a frame grab of the video, 1080p video to my phone, and that's again no real advantage to interpolate that up to 6K, what they call 6K resolution. The video though, I'm going to leave it 1080p. So, okay, and then we're going to back out of there, and then we're going to hit the sunset view, and see we have FPV video. Okay, before we take off, I need to do the compass calibration. And to activate the compass calibration, I'm going to press this button here. Okay, and the lights should be blinking. Let me double check. No, they're not. Okay. I lied, folks. Maybe I got to hold that button down. There we go. Now it should be blinking. I'm not seeing them blinking. Oh yeah, the front blue lights are blinking rapidly. So we're going to rotate until we hear the chirp again. Okay, and the front blue lights are solid. Back red lights are now blinking. We're going to go vertical now and rotate until we hear another beep. Very important to do this, folks. Compass calibration for all GPS drones. Okay, so we're good there. Compass calibration is complete. So, checking the satellites that we got. Right now we have 13 satellites, 14 satellites. That's more than enough to fly. So we're good to go there. So I am going to move both sticks down and out to start the motors. Then I'm going to give it a little throttle to take off. And we're going to stop right there and check stability. I'm looking for any of that toilet bowl rotation that indicates the compasses may need to be recalibrated. I'm going up again a bit higher, and I'm not seeing it. It actually looks good. I just hit return to home. I don't want to do that. Okay, it didn't do it. Okay, I am going to start the video camera. Let me get in the view. Oh, there it goes. Stopping that return to home. It was doing a return to home there. And starting the video camera now by holding the camera down button down. And we are recording. Okay, let me sync it up and say, how do you like my sweatshirt today, folks? Because it is cold. It's 58 degrees out here. I'm looking at my video. Okay, there is quite a bit of lag I am seeing, okay, with this particular camera. Okay, it comes and goes. But with that in mind, let me get behind it. And first thing we're going to do is go up and see if we can see Lake Erie. So I'm going to go forward a bit and up. Right about there. And just climb straight up. Go forward a little bit more. Going forward a little bit more. Right about there. And stopping right there because I am seeing toilet bowl rotation. Coming back down. And I'm going to turn the GPS off. Okay, that toilet bowl went away there. I don't know what that was. Might have been the wind. But for that, with that in mind, let's stay down low this time and go forward again. I don't know why that did that, folks. Seems to be okay now. But GPS is off now, or GPS is on now. But we went up high there and it became a little bit erratic. Okay. Well, first thing I want to test is we're going to go over here make sure that stopped at weird gyrations. And from there, I am going to hit return to home. And let's see it do return to home. I want to see it do return to home and landing. Wow, does that come back fast? Wow, does it come back fast? I mean, it comes back real fast. It's going up to about 30 meters. But wow, did you see that, folks? So be careful with return to homes on this thing. It comes back as a rocket. I mean, that was flying back like a rocket. And the accuracy of the return to home is about a meter, I'm saying. I'm going to stop it right there. That was... I never seen a return to home come back like that. You could hear the props just foaming up the air. Okay, it was frothing the air. It was coming back so fast. Okay, coming down a bit. Now I'm going to stop that video recording real quick because I want to try the photos. Okay, let's take a photo. Okay, come down a little bit more. Take another photo. And it's being downloaded, I see, on my screen. One more photo. I always take 3. Let's turn it this way with the sun in my face. And say one more. And there's its photos. Okay. Let's go back up again. Let's go forward again. And right about there. And I want to try that follow me, folks. Now, I'm going to get in the view of this little drone again. And start up the video camera one more time. Video camera's recording. Syncing up my phone, or syncing up the videos to match what I'm saying. And in the upper right corner, those 4 boxes, we're going to click there. And we are going to click on follow me. And right now, I want to do, first we're going to start with GPS follow. I'm going to step back a bit and hit GPS follow. And see if it follows my phone. Okay, I'm over here, by the way. It thinks I'm over there. I'm not sure why it's doing that, folks. But for some reason, it thinks I'm over here. Let's see if it'll follow me. It's kind of turning. And then it's not. Okay, let's go over here. And I'm going to come out of that. Turn off GPS follow. We're going to select follow me again. This time I'm turning it toward me. And I want to do, I don't know why it's doing that, but I want to do body follow. So I'm going to come down a little lower and hit body follow. Then hit submit and see if it sees me. I don't know if it's seeing me or not, but it's following something. It was following something, but I'm going to come out of that now too. I'm going to turn it toward me in this direction here. Let's see that body follow one more time. Follow. Body follow. 7 meters or higher. Okay. About 1.5 meters. Okay, that means I got to lower it. Lower the gimbal. Then I got to go up to 7 meters. 4, 5, 6. High performance drills with air. Oh, yeah. I looked at the wrong thing. The person is about 1.5 meters. Okay, I'm going to come down lower. Okay, and then we're going to hit submit right there. Okay, it saw me for a second there. Maybe my phone's not fast enough to do that. How about face follow? Last one is face follow. I'm going to try face follow. 1.5 meters. Submit. Does it see my face? Coming down closer. No. I guess my phone is just not fast enough for using that type of feature. Okay, next thing we're going to do is circle. Recording is being saved. I took a photo, but I don't want it to take a photo. I want to go back to this. I want to go back to this and then hit circle one more time. And circle does not seem to work, folks, unless I need to start it. No. So the advanced features of this app are kind of iffy. Next one is Waypoints, and the problem with Waypoints is I can't seem to center its position here anywhere on the map. So the Waypoints is kind of iffy too. So coming out of that, going back to normal view. Now I want to raise up the, no, let's leave the gimbal right there. That looks good. I want to stop the video recording for a second because I want to make sure I got it. Okay. I hope I got it. And I'm going to get a little closer. Start the video recording again. Raise the gimbal up a bit. Raise the gimbal up. There we go. And again, I'm going to step back from the drone. And I'm just going to go straight up and see if we can see Lake Erie. I still haven't seen that. So I want to, right now, I'm not sure why it was gyrating before. You know, we saw that it was doing a little bit of GPS toilet bowl effect when we went before. Right now I'm not seeing it. How high are we? 13 meters. See if we can get it up to 20 meters. Let me plop it right there at about 18 meters. There's where the wind is, up there. I think that wind had something to do with that gyrations we saw before. Going up a bit higher. It's being buffeted by the wind up there, definitely. But we should be seeing Lake Erie now because we're 20 meters up. Now I'm going to do a slow rotation. Slow rotate. Just showing the camera and the area. We're up there 20 meters. I don't want to go up much higher because there's a lot of wind up there. A lot of wind shear. But the wind down here near the surface is kind of calm. But as you go up here above the tree lines, above the tree line, it really gets breezy. And that can affect this particular drone because we saw it did a little bit of toilet bowling there because of that. Okay, that's its camera. Still recording. I'm going to go up even higher now. Let's take it up to about 25 meters. Get a good view of Lake Erie. 26. And up to about 30 meters. And buffing it real nice up there now. So let's do another rotate from 30 meters up. Showing its camera is what I'm trying to do, folks. Just showing its camera. You know, this is a beginner's drone for beginner flyers. Okay. So that's its camera. So let's come back down now. Reducing throttle. And trying to fly forward at the same time. Okay, so there we go. Let's bring it back over here. Well, while we're here, let me try something else. And that is the headless mode. I gotta find that headless mode button. There it is. And pushing forward. Okay, that's the headless mode direction. The reason I want to do this is we're going to lower the gimbal to just a little bit more. That's not lower. Lowering the gimbal right about there. And then we're going to do it up and away. So pushing forward and increasing the throttle. That's up and away. Coming out of headless mode. Coming back down. I see toilet bowling again. But coming out of headless mode. Headless mode is off. Let's see if that... Now, I'm not sure why this is toilet bowling, folks. You know, maybe it's this area I'm flying in. I don't know. Or maybe this has the same compass that was in another drone that I just reviewed recently. But there was some toilet bowling there. And there's wood picking up right now, and that's not helping it either. So let's bring it over toward me. Now I'm going to raise the gimbal up. Up, up, up. Get down one. Up one. Okay, now the wood's buffeting it real good. Coming back in the picture now. I'm going to stop that video recording. And recording is being saved. That's good. I'm going to turn the drone over this way, because I'm going to give it one more chance at follow me. We got to get one of these advanced features to work, don't we? So I'm going to move about 15 meters away. Now we're going to use the GPS follow me. Okay, follow and GPS follow. That should be activated. Let's see if it's working this time. No, is it working? I'm not sure. I'm not sure, folks. No, it doesn't seem to be working. I do have GPS turned on my phone, for those of you wondering. The advanced features of this app do not seem to be incorporated yet, so that's a problem. How about circle position one more time? And again, when you hit circle position, it goes into this is a waypoint view, folks. So, you know, it's kind of iffy. These advanced features do not seem to be implemented on this drone yet. So, let's finish this out. We're down to we're getting low in voltage already. So, I'm going to come back down again. Start up the camera one more time. Recording is started again. And syncing up the camera. So what we're seeing so far is, you know, I'm seeing a little bit of toilet bowling area on occasion. It does seem to go away, so that's good. I tried to turn off the GPS, pressing the GPS button. It doesn't do it. Okay, I'm pressing it right now. GPS is still on. If I hold it down, will that turn it off? So that's another issue, you know. That's how you save yourself. If it goes into toilet bowling, you turn the GPS off. But this does not seem to work, in effect. I'm not sure why. Right now, I'm looking on the screen here, and I'm seeing the controls. Okay, I should not be seeing those controls right now, but you know, the virtual joystick controls. But they are showing up right now, unfortunately. Other things about it, again, all the advanced flight control features did not seem to operate with this particular drone. But right now, the GPS is holding good, and I think that optical flow is helping it, is probably what's going on here. But I did take it up to 35 meters there, and there was no problems just now to view the area. 7.3 volts. We can fly down, I'm guessing, down to about 7 volts. That's when we're probably going to run into low voltage problem. I don't know if there is a geofence actually being implemented. Usually when we get this low, geofence activates. Well, let's find out. Let's fly around away farther than 20 meters from the takeoff area. I'm just going to fly it around like this. We want to go farther than 20 meters from takeoff. I'm walking with it so you can see the drone. How far are we? 25 meters, so there is no low battery geofence. But, you know, while we're over here, let's demonstrate that return to home again. Let's see what happened. Well, the app is stopped. So, hold on, folks. Let's see if I can restart the app. And closing the app, and reopening it, and connect success. Does the app reopen? Yeah, it does. I hope I didn't lose that video. Okay, I started the video recording. I don't know if that actually saved because the app crashed, unfortunately. Okay, now it's saying it's recording. I don't know if that's true or not. You know, there's one way to check. And what I'm going to do, folks, to see if we actually got that video, is look in the album. That video. Well, there seems to be some video there, so hopefully it did record. So, okay, syncing up one more time. Okay, so for the final part of this, let's try flying it around at higher speeds. Okay, it stopped recording. Let's start recording again. Took a photo. Holding down the button. Recording, video recording should be activated. Now let's go and increase the rates on this. Okay, this should be high rate. Let's see it fly it in high rate as a sport drone. Well, it actually flies nice as a sport drone. Turning it around. Dang thing's fast. I better go a little bit higher so I don't hit myself. It is very sporty. Let's bring it down now. Going around the area. Okay. Let's come back to beginner rate. Okay, that doesn't seem to be beginner rate. Okay, do we got beginner rate? Not sure. So let's plop it there. Let's see. Okay, it's doing that again. Going fast like that, it did not like. Okay, did that stop it? It did not like going fast like that. So I'm turning it like this, trying to adjust. You know, when you do this, see what I'm doing right now? Sometimes that helps recalibrate the compass. A yaw rule like I just did there. See that? That seemed to have fixed it. So that's one thing you could try, folks. If you get toilet bowling, try doing a rotation yaw like I just did there. That can sometimes help. Not always, but it did seem to help with this one. So let's put the sun back in my face again. Sun's real low in the sky this time of year. Okay, checking up recording here. Again, I'm going to stop the video recording. Reason I want to check again in the albums, make sure that one took. I should have one. Oh, it closed again. The app crashed again, folks. Close app. Got a feeling that didn't take again. So connect success. Starting the video recording. So yeah, unfortunately, there seems to be some issues here. I'm going to start the video recording. Let's stop that video recording. See if the app crashes. No, recording success. Starting the video recording. So, you know, the app keeps crashing a couple times there. So there's, you know, some issues with the app, unfortunately, with this drone. It is flying for a long time. Okay, so maybe it does get 30 minutes of flight time as advertised. But while we're still recording, again, we'll go back up again. I want to make sure I did get that video of Lake Erie. So we're going to go up slowly. Again, up to about, oh, I don't know, about 20 meters. 20 meters is more than enough to see Lake Erie. And while we're up there, okay, about 20 right there. 21 meters. Let's do a slow rotate again. Real slow rotate of the area. Slow pan. A little bit faster than that. I can do a little bit faster than that. There it is. Local area. The trees. So this is the K60 Pro. Again, it's not stabilized video. It's not true 6K. It's, again, pure beginner's drone for beginner flyers, beginner's GPS drone. So let's come back down. Actually, let's go over here. I want to go down and lower. Right to about here. Then I'm going to rotate to help the compass. And I want to do a short return to home from right there. Let's see what it does. Okay, let's see if it's steady. If it's stable. Okay, hitting Return to, or actually, let me hit save on the video. Make sure I got that video first. Recording success. Okay, and then hitting start video again. And then let's hit that return to home and watch that again. Where's it? Wow. Turn off return to home, and then do a rotate. Yeah, the rotate seems to help. Stopping return to home. Okay, low battery now. We're in low battery return to home. Low battery return to home. You saw that, folks. It went into the toilet bowl again. So now I don't know what it's going to do on the actual final return home. Does it land, or does it go up again and then return home to its position? But right now, while we're at 7.1 volts, I bet you it doesn't let us fly further than 20 meters away. I'm going to start the video recording one more time, and let's walk it out to 20 meters and see if we hit a geofence. So we're going to go out. I'm going to go up higher so I don't hit myself in the head if it goes flying by. But let's go 20 meters away from the takeoff point and see what happens. No. No geofence so far. How about 30 meters? Oh, right there. 25 meters geofence. So that's the geofence of this. Okay, so rotating again, hoping that helps with the compass. And let me push forward. There we go, that helped with the compass. It was flying a little awkward. So all in all, you know, the K60 GPS drone has, again, for beginner flyers, but I can, you know, see some of the features need to be fine-tuned with the app. The compass on this seems to have some problems, unless there's a problem with me flying where I'm right here, because I had a problem with a drone, another drone recently with the compass on it. I don't know if it was my location I'm flying or if it just had a bad compass, because it was toilet bowling too. So, but I've flown other GPS drones here with no problem. So I'm not sure what the issue is, folks. Maybe it's the time of year. Maybe the grass is all, you know, there's water in the ground. Maybe that has something to do with it. But other things, we're just going to stay here until finally we get below, we're at 7 right now. So 7 volts is usually, which is 3.5 volts for cell for this particular drone, usually is the low voltage, but it seems to be going below that. So we're going to keep on flying until there's no voltage. I want to see if it lands or does it drop from the sky. I'm sure everybody else is curious too. So, still flying. Okay, syncing up the camera one more time. I noticed some lag there. So again, other things again, you can't turn off the GPS. That's a problem, folks. You know, especially if you do encounter toilet bowling, it's important to be able to turn off the GPS. I press the button, you know, repeatedly, or holding it down, doesn't seem to do anything. So GPS can't be turned off with this particular drone. And there we go. Low voltage at 6.8 volts. And hitting record stop. And that should be it. So, again, a relatively inexpensive beginner's drone, GPS drone, meant for beginner flyers, the K60 Pro. So, hope you enjoyed this flight. It's Quadcopter 101, signing out. Hi, Quadcopter 101 here again. Hey, if you want to get your own shout out in one of my future videos, make sure you subscribe to my channel. It's real simple. Just go to my channel page and click on that subscribe. And also make sure to click that bell button right next to the subscribe button. That way you get notified when I release a brand new video immediately and give you a chance to get that first shout out. So give it a try, folks.